Hello all of you. I am Anjali, a student of BA Political Science Honours from SPM College, and I hope you all are doing well and taking proper care of your health. So amid coronavirus crisis, as we all are supposed to study from home, here is a video on media monitoring for learning purpose. So without wasting much of our time, let's start our presentation. So the most pertinent question in this presentation is, what is media monitoring? Media monitoring is an activity or a process where we monitor some specific keywords in different media outputs and different media platform. Example, your print media, your online media, your broadcast media, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. And it is being done for a variety of reasons. It can be political, it can be commercial, and it can also be scientific. Now moving on, let's try to understand the process of media monitoring so you can actually understand concept of media monitoring. I would like to explain you through an example, because in this way you will be able to understand it in a more comprehensive way. So let's suppose I work for some media organization. Let's suppose I work for the Quint and I work for the marketing team, and I have recently made a campaign, and now I want to track the sentiment of and success of my campaign, whether my campaign has been successful or not, whether my messages resonated with the public, with my audience, with my target audience or not. That I can find out by using the media monitoring tools. So first of all, what you need to do is you need to find a keyword that explains your topic of interest or issue of interest in a compact and effective manner. So in my case, as I am a worker of the Quint, I will choose the Quint as my keyword because it's brand name, and brand name explains all about the brand. So let's suppose that we are taking the Quint as our keyword, and then through some media monitoring professionals, some media monitoring agency, or using some automation tools, what we do is we will collect information about mentions of that keyword in different media platforms and different media channels and outputs. After gathering that information, we will create a database that will consist of the information of the mentions of that keyword in different media platforms and channels. How many times that keyword has been mentioned in one platform, how many times in the keyword has been mentioned in a different platform. And after collecting all that information, we will do a sentiment analysis of the data, and we'll find out whether they are more positive comments or whether they are more negative comments. After finding out, we will create a report that will give valuable insights and will tell us how is the conception of people towards a brand is right now in the market, like how people perceive a brand in the market right now, whether they are talking about a brand in a more positive way or whether they are talking about a brand in a negative way. So media monitoring is all about tracking different communications in different media channels and then finding out whether people are talking about you in a positive way or people are talking about you in a negative way. So that's how the process of media monitoring takes place. After getting to know how the process of media monitoring takes place, let's get to know some general usages of media monitoring tool. So the first usage of media monitoring tool is it helps you in brand management and it helps you in your brand reputation management and crisis management. It helps you in doing cover up at the right moment. It helps you in cutting down the response time. So it helps you a lot in the crisis management. And now let's get to know the another usage of media monitoring tool. So the another usage of media monitoring tool is it helps you in tracking the success of your peer activity, and it helps you in getting to know how your audiences are. So after getting the reports, it will consist of the demographics of your audience, like what people of what age actually like your brand, or people of which gender actually like your brand. So according to that demographic, you can design your future campaigns in a more effective manner, and you can also you can also target other people to like your brand through your campaigns if you want to do so. So it helps you in not only tracking the success of your PR activity, but also in informing your future PR activity campaigns in a more better way. The next usage of media monitoring tool is it helps you in doing competition research. So let's suppose that I am in some industry. Let's suppose that I am a business owner of some sports brand, and there are also many sports brand existing which actually do exist, and some companies are doing much better than me in terms of sales, in terms of business, and I want to find out what they are doing different than me, that people are more attracted towards their brand than mine. Then I can take the help of media monitoring tool, and keeping some keywords in mind. Like suppose I can keep sports items, a sports product as my keyword, and do a media monitoring of that keyword, and will find out what people like in that product or in that service when they are looking for that product or service. So it will help me in having an edge over the competition. It will help me in understanding my audience preferences in a more better way, and in that way I can act smartly in this world of cutthroat competition. So the another usage of media monitoring tool is it gives you very valuable insights for audio marketing strategies, and it will help you a lot in enhancing your business activities, and to inform your certain business objectives in a right direction. So that's all. And like I said earlier, that it's not only used in the commercial sector, it's also used in the political sector, and it's also used in the social scientific sector. So let's get to know how people in this sector use media monitoring tools. So let's suppose that I am a leader of some political organization or political party, and I have to face election in near future. Like suppose that I am contesting in an election, and I have recently led a campaign, and now I want to know whether people like me or not, and whether the message of my campaign actually resonated with the public or not. So I can take the help of media monitoring tool. Keeping my name as my keyword, I can do a media monitoring of my name, and then find out what kind of communication people are having about me in different media channels. So it will help me in knowing whether people like me as a leader or whether they don't like me as a leader, and it will give me very valuable insights in what people want in their leader, and what people don't want in a leader. So I can thus inform my campaigns in that direction, and if there are some improvement areas, I can make those work out, and can have a really good campaign, and can attract more people towards me to vote in the future. So it helps people in the politics too, and it also helps people in the social sciences too. For example, if I am some social scientist and I want to find out about the biases that people have in different media channels, or people have across different countries, so I can use the media monitoring tool. What I can do is, let's suppose that I want to find about the biases that people have in different media companies. So what I can do is keeping a keyword related to some political event, I can do a media monitoring of that keyword, and then track how in one media organization the same political event is talked about, and in another in another media organization that political event is talked about. So it will help me about understanding how the biases work in different media companies and different media organizations. Similarly, I can get benefit from media monitoring tool in getting to know how biases work in different countries. So let's suppose that I want to know how is the perception of democracy in one country, and how is the perception of democracy in another country. So keeping democracy as my keyword, I can do media monitoring and can find out how democracy is being talked about in one country and how it is being talked about in another country. So that is all about media monitoring. It is all about tracking different communication, different media channels, and then finding out what kind of communication people are having about that keyword, so you can have great insights into what you're interested in knowing about. So now in the days of internet, it's actually it's really boon for all of us for to having the media monitoring system, and it's really very useful for all of us, whether we are in commercial sector, whether we are in political sector, or whether we are in the social sciences sector. And I wanted to discuss something with you which I think must be in your mind. I mean, you have heard a lot about social media monitoring by government nowadays. So what is exactly the social media monitoring by government is, and why government usually do social media monitoring of their citizens? So the reason for doing is government want to keep a surveillance system on their citizens. They want to check that that their citizens don't involve in some illegal activities, and if they are involving in, they can track them through their communications in different media channels. For example, if there is some drug dealer and he is having some kind of communication in through his one of his Facebook account, then me being a government, if I do a social media monitoring, then I can find out easily who that person is and where that person is located. So it helps a lot to government in the surveillance system of the citizens. But there is also backlash towards it, because people are nowadays more concerned about their privacy, and they don't want government to interfere in their privacy in the name of surveillance. So there is a debate on this. I wanted to discuss it because right now many people are talking much about this, and it's have now become a buzzword. And one more thing, when we do the social media monitoring, it is specially called buzz monitoring. If you are monitoring Facebook, if you're monitoring Twitter or any other social media platform, or any other online consumer channels like blogs, forums, then it is called as buzz monitoring. So I hope you all have learned a lot from this video, and have liked my video, and by all of you, thank you for your time. I hope you all have a good day. Thank you.